I'm working on a game that combines this with this. Care to see how? Gee, it sure is a nice day out.
Spend all your time outside when you spend your time in a fake world where absolutely nothing is real.
AI has completely taken over the creative world, and it's not just hype or fearful speculation. It's already happening right now. We can use apps like Sora to make AI TikToks for us. We can use it to write stories. Heck, I sometimes use Grok or ChatGPT to help me script my devlogs from time to time. But as crazy as all that sounds, we haven't even begun to reach the tip of the iceberg yet. So the game I'm working on is a platformer, and it's really like two games in one, kind of like Sonic X Shadow Generations. But one game is completely hand-drawn, animated by me. The story, the assets, everything is made by me. And the other half, or the other game I should say, is completely AI generated. AI comes up with the story, the assets, the concept art, everything. Before I go into more detail on the game itself, I actually want to explain the inspiration behind this game idea. There are two major developments in AI that's influencing the entertainment industry that helped spark the idea for this game project. The first one is Disney. In case you've been living under a brick for the past few days, Disney signed a deal with Sora to let people use Disney characters such as Mickey Mouse in their app to make like AI videos. And there's also a rumor that Disney is adding a feature to their streaming platform, Disney Plus, to let people make their own Disney movies. Like, for example, like Mickey Mouse Go Shopping or Goodbye Mickey Mouse and Rambo. I don't think Disney would ever do that, but it would be funny if that was a possibility. I find it interesting that Disney decided to go down their path because if you look back at their early days, everything was so hands-on. They had like multiple people working on their movies. They had animators, they had artists, they had people drawing each individual aspect of the movie, whether it was simply a prop or a character, and they would always draw on the pegboards and then flip the pages back and forth just to make sure that everything was moving correctly. I bring this up because there's actually a game out there that I haven't played yet, but would like to, because the way that they animated it is very similar to how Disney used to make their movies. And that would be Cuphead, which is a run-and-gun game, platformer game. This is kind of like a briefly overgeneralized summary of how the game was made. If you actually look into its history, it's a tad bit more complex than that, but in a nutshell, they started using Disney-style animation. They first drew the characters on these pegboards, flipping the pages back and forth, like I showed you earlier in that book. Then they digitalized the animation, along with the other game dev stuff, programming, music, that kind of thing. And then voila, you have a game. The second major impact AI is having on the entertainment industry would be Elon Musk himself. So, not too long ago, he introduced Grok, which you can use now on his X, formerly known as Twitter. And recently, last year, he announced that he was going to start his own video game studio. But here's the catch. AI was going to have like a huge part in how the games are developed. And according to my research, it's called XAI. That's the X. Here's the A at the bottom here, and that's the I.
And just like Disney had entire departments dedicated to each building block of the movie, the gaming industry also had entire teams that helped with each aspect of the game that they were working on. Level designers, artists, concept artists, animators, musicians, voice actors. And if it was a story-driven game, you would have people dedicated to writing the story and the dialogue. So it'll be interesting to see how Elon Musk will run his AI-driven studio. Will the AI make all the games itself? Will there be game developers working with the AI? I don't know, but it'll be interesting to see.
Basically, thinking about those things is what sparked the idea for my new game. I want to see what it's like to make a game both on easy mode and on hard mode. And now that we got that covered, let's see what the game itself will look like. Let's start by looking at the game design document for my game. It's going to be a platformer, like I said earlier. There'll be some puzzles and probably a horror game. Haven't really decided on a title yet. It's going to have like an anime retro art style. And I was thinking having the main character be a woman. And she's trying to solve a murder or escape a murderer or break into a secret facility, kind of like the story behind the game, Poppy Playtime. Gameplay, I'm going to try to keep the gameplay as simple as possible because I've never made a platformer before. I'm still somewhat new to the engine G develop, even though it's meant for beginners. Any comparative products to compare it to, basically every platformer in existence, and AI slop, because I'm pretty sure there's already platformers on Steam and itch.io that are just made by AI with absolutely no work involved in development.
So I prompted Grok to make me a game design document based on a book called Level Up, The Guide to Great Video Game Design by Scott Rogers. So here's the game design, here's the game title, Nutty's Acorn Quest, and here it talks about the platforms it'll be on, the game engine. It even has the resolution planned out too. The target will be ages 6 and up, contrary to mine, which is more horror and more for like teen audiences. This one will be rated E for everyone. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to have an ESRB rating for this game, but it's nice that I included it. Summary of the game stories, focus, and gameplay. Nutty, a squirrel, has to fight a raccoon who has stolen all its precious acorns and then basically threw him out into these 10 platform levels. A pure retro-inspired 2D platformer emphasizing tight, satisfying controls like the original Super Mario Bros. 1985. Run right, jump platforms, pits, stomp enemies from above. How do you stop? Oh, yeah. You stomp enemies from above, I was like. Okay, whatever. Anyways, collect acorns. No complex power-ups, combos, or timers. Because again, I'm a beginner to platformers. Just basic controls. 2D art, pixel art. Some satisfying chiptune music. Unique selling points. Beginner-friendly bliss. Mechanics mirror Super Mario Bros. Master run, jump, stomp in minutes. No tutorial needed. Level 1 teaches everything. Oh, really? Charming pixel critters. Perfect bite-sized sessions. Forgiving and accessible. Easy to build and share. G-Develop native. And then here it's got some competitive products for comparison. Super Mario, Donkey Kong, Sonic the Hedgehog, and Rayman Origins. And now let's look at the quote-unquote art for my game.
And just let me quickly show you some of the concept art I have for the game so far. So on this page, I'm trying to figure out what I want my character to look like. I'm trying to get good at drawing anatomy. I'm still a bit of a beginner when it comes to drawing. These are just doodles based off an animation guide that I have. I'll talk more about that in another video. And then here's some more concept art for the face. I'm trying to make it more a bit cartoony with like big eyes and glasses. I might change it later, I don't know. I'll be honest, I don't really have that much concept art yet. I've only come up with this idea recently, but here are some of the buildings I was thinking of, like having the background like just kind of like either gonna be an arcade or a game store concept for like one of the floating bricks that I might have in my game. Just some more background asset ideas. Thinking of adding this burger joint to my game, the Dead Burger. Might change that font to a death metal or black metal font. Speaking of either calling it Dead Burger or Grim Burger, I'll let you decide. This is my version of the Lucky Block. This is just your standard run-of-the-mill brick, like what you see in the Super Mario games. And then here's some more cool neon signs I thought about adding to my game. Again, not a lot of art. I've only come up with this idea recently, and I'm still in the conceptualizing phase. Now let's look at the game design document and concept art for my AI slop game, shall we?
So for the characters, I decided to go to Grok. So here's our squirrel Nutty. SQS, that second images, I like this one better. And then here's the main villain of our game, which is the raccoon. I actually like the second one better. I'm going to use that design for my game instead. And according, I actually made the character Sora, and it named it Captain Rascal, and I think I'm going to use that for my game. And then for the concept art for levels, I just go to ChatGPT, because while Grok does make some really good images, it only makes it in that horizontal vertical form, but ChatGPT can make concept art in the more rectangular images. And here it makes the banner, got some Super Mario based coins, nice trees, almost looks like Stardew Valley to be honest. Here I asked it to make some concept images for like levels and the assets, 2D assets. I like this one, like, because it actually like split it into 4 images and then combined it into one. Then I asked it to make it some more, but it's really just copies of the previous image, just with like different coins in different places. I actually tried to have it make a sprite sheet for my character, but I don't know. We're gonna need to work on that. It's like it's all the same here. There's like no variation. There's no left leg in front of the right leg and vice versa. And why does the standing animation need 6 sprites? There's no movement in it at all. It's not like wagging its tail or anything. But anyways, what can you do?
Embrace the future, or embrace your own destruction.
That's pretty much it for now. If you'd like to see more devlogs, be sure to like and subscribe.
And before you go and I take over the world, why don't you watch these crazy videos made before you and kneel before your master?